Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Na-check niyo ang live. Okay lang. Pa-check na lang.
Testing. Hello. Dito pa nag-bring.
Diba ito sila? Pwede bihin mo.
Nag-live na ito.
Hindi ka ba sa
Ano din?
Morgan?
Set up na ito na.
Nakagunan yun.
Start. Good. So, good morning, everyone. So, today is March 25, 2026. The Bids and Award Committee of this district, Cebu 7th DEO, hold this pre-bid conference for 2026 infra projects with contract IDs 26HO0028 to 26HO0037, and also 3 infra projects under FMR, 25HO0188 to 25HO190. This is a repeat. So before we proceed to our discussion, before we proceed to the discussion, may I request our back secretary to lead us a prayer. Engineer Jima, please.
Let's go to the presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, thank you for this new day and for gathering us safely this morning. As we begin our activity, guide us our minds, bless our plans, and grant us wisdom, teamwork, and success in all we do. Keep us safe and help us work with honesty and unity. We offer everything to you. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
18.
So again, good morning, everyone. Also to our online viewers, to our YouTube channel, good morning. So stand corrected. This pre-bid conference is intended for the 2026 infra projects for contract IDs 26HO118 to 26HO0027, not 26HO 0028 to 26HO37. So again, it is included also this pre-bid conference, the 2 FMR projects. 3 FMR, the 25HO0188 to 25HO00190. So at this point, may I request our back secretary to roll call the attendance.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-bid conference for the 13 proposed contracts with the following contract ID numbers: 25HO0188 rebid, 25HO0189 rebid, and 25HO0190 rebid, and 26HO0018 to 26HO0027. For the attendance for this morning, we have our back chairman, Engineer Alcius A. Enriquez.
Good morning.
Back Vice Chair, Engineer Zabeda Budia. For the back regular members, for the provisional back members, we have Engineer Colin Mark R. Salvador and Engineer Jewelry H. Lapot.
Morning.
And for our back head TWG, Engineer Aljoy F. Orculio.
Morning.
For back secretariat head, Engineer Rosemary Tan. And for the back secretariat members, Engineer Denmark S. Tutua,
Morning.
Engineer Jimar M. Macaros, and yours truly, Engineer Christina Cisanyara. We also have our designers from the planning and design section. We have Engineer Edwin Nodalo, Engineer Jake Luis Paredes, Engineer Rail Patrick Estan, Engineer Janelle Ancot, Engineer John Patrick Malalay, Engineer Ruelito B. Rosel, Engineer Charmaine Marie Misa. That's all for the attendance this morning, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Christine. So, considering no the number of back members who are present today, so 4 out of 7 are present in the presence of the chairman and the vice chairman. So, for today's pre-bid conference, quorum is present. And with that, as the back chairman, the power vested in me, I call this meeting to order. So we will now proceed to the agenda of this pre-bid conference. So first, we have the brief presentation explanation by the back of the following basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, requirements of bidding documents, including the instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specification, drawings, quantities, and forms, documents to be submitted by the bidders. We have the technical proposal and the financial proposal. Next is the criteria and procedure of eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. Questions and comments from the bidders and replies of the bank and other representatives of the bidding entity. Lastly, the other matters. So to discuss our infra projects, may I give the floor to our one of the unit head of the planning and design section, Engineer Dwayne, please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. So, to discuss the details of the project of the contract ID 26 H0080, may I call on Engineer Pat?
Hello. Good morning once again, everyone, to our back chairman, back members, and to our online viewers via YouTube. So for the contract ID 26H0018, with a contract name of Organizational Outcome 1, Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Network Development Program, construction of missing links on new roads, Alegria-Alcoy Road, Barangay Guadalupe, Alegria, Cebu. With the contract location of Alegria, Cebu, with an ABC amount of 23,759,115 pesos and 17 cents. With the source of funds of FY 2026 GAA, with a contract duration of 109 calendar days. So, for the project description, this project aims to construct a safe and reliable road linking Alcoy and Alegria, enhancing connectivity, promoting economic growth, and improving mobility and safety through a well-designed all-weather roadway that supports regional development and disaster resilience. For the details, this is a continuing project carried over from GAA 2025 and follows the same approval alignment as previously established. Target output of this project is the construction of 1.438 lane kilometers of concrete road, or that would be 719 meters, with a carriage width of 6.10 meters, 3.05 meter per lane, consisting of 2 lanes. The pavement structure will have a PCCP thickness of 0.280 meters, supported by an aggregate subbase course with a thickness of 0.2 meters. Additionally, the project includes 1 meter wide concrete shoulders on both sides, each with a shoulder thickness of 0.2 meters and supported by aggregate subbase course thickness of 0.2 meters. This scope of work also covers ancillary masonry works, which may include slope protection and other necessary supporting components to ensure road durability and safety. think that's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Pat. So, is there any possible course related in that project?
We'll still have to verify because due to the 43, which is not yet ongoing pa ang pag-finalize. So maybe we'll have to.
Thank you, Engineer Pat. And next for the contract ID 36 HO0019. The designer is Engineer Rolito. Kindly discuss the project.
Once again, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
For contact ID 26HO0019, contact name Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program Guarantee 0019, contact name Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program Guarantee, access roads and or bridges from the national road leading to major or strategic public buildings or facilities. Construction of road, Barangay Buguil to Barangay Batadbatad, Station 11 plus 700 to Station 11 plus 849, Moalboal, Cebu. For contract location, Moalboal, Cebu, with an initial amount of 6,750,170 pesos. For the brief description, concreting of road with a width of 6.10 meter carriage feet and 280 mmT. For the source of funds, F5 2026 DAA, and for the contract duration, 41 calendar days. And the major components of the project includes surplus common excavation, structure establishment common soil, embankment from roadway or structure installation, subgrade preparation common material for carriage way with a width of 6.1 meters, aggregate subject course, including carriage way and shoulder, with a thickness of 100 mm. For the Portland cement concrete pavement, 0.28 meter thick and 6.1 meters carriage width. And it has also small masonry works.
Thank you, Engineer Rolito. Are the plans already available now? None. Thank you. For the next contract ID, for 26HO0020, the designer is correct. So to discuss, by the way, the contract name is Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BID, access roads and bridges from the national roads, leading to major or strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of road, barangay, Sorsogon-Barangay, Cerdeña, stations 7 plus 400 to station 7 plus 541, Malabuyoc, Cebu. The application is at Malabuyoc, Cebu, with an agency amount of 6,715,165.68 dollars. For the brief description, it is a proposed Portland cement concrete pavement with 280 mm thick, 3.05 lane, with 2 lanes, 6.1 in total, and carriage width with both sides ng canal. So for the right canal, for the right side is it covers all the whole stretch of 141, while for the left side, due to budget constraint, it is only 108. And for the source of fund is from FY 2026 to 2026. And the contract duration is 61. So 61 kay there is an existing already a PCCP sa side. And the cost of bidding is 10,000. And also the complete set of plans is already available. And that will be all for this project. For the next contract is so for 26HO0021, with the contract name of Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIT, access roads and all bridges for the national roads, leading to major strategic public buildings facilities. Construction of road company of Masa, stationing 2 plus 100 to stationing 2 plus 322, Barangay Guadalupe, Cebu. Accommodation, Cebu. The investment amount is 6,715,164 pesos and 53 centavos. So the brief description is proposed Portland cement concrete pavement, scale 280 mm thick, at 205 lane width and 2 lanes. So one total carriage width in one side canal. And so, that was the major scope is in the PCCP. Some portion will be stone masonry for some portion will be stone masonry for the landing side, and one side ng line canal. For the source one is from FY 2026, the contract duration is 61 calendar days. So it will be on for 26-21. For the next contract, 26-022, to be discussed by Engineer Charmaine.
Good morning, everyone. For contract ID 26-0022 with contract name Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program or BIP, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major or strategic public buildings or facilities. Construction of road Barangay Malabuyoc to Barangay Campisong, Station 3+600 to Station 3+823 Pinatilan, Cebu. It has an application of 6,783,000 pesos with an EDC amount of 6,750,161.4 cents. It has projected to be done within 41 calendar days. This local road project covers from Station 3+600 to Station 3+823, arriving the physical target of 0.446 main kilometers. Is situated in Barangay Malabuyoc to Barangay Campisong of Municipality of Pinatilan. It has a design of 6.1 carriageway with 280 mm thick of PCCP with 0.5 meter and paved shoulders. It has also a slope protection works composed of stone masonry. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Charmaine. For the next contract ID, to be discussed with Engineer Alegria. On behalf of Engineer Alegria, can we get a start?
For contract ID 26-H00023, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program of BP, access roads and or bridges from the national road leading to major or strategic public buildings or facilities. Construction of road Barangay Sandagan to Barangay Canditis, Station 0+170 to Station 0+214. Then Station 0+322 to Station 0+482, Bajan, Cebu. For the contract location, Bajan, Cebu, with an EBC amount of 6,715,081 pesos and 8 centavos. Brief description: construction of PCCP 6.1 meters width, 0.28 meter thick, 204 meter length. Construction of line canal 0.9 by 1.2, 227 meter length. Source of funds FY 2026 GAA for the contract duration 42 calendar days. And for the components of the project, includes excavation, embankment, subway preparation, and a width of 6.1 meters. Aggregate service course, with a width of 6.1 meter and 200 thick. And the last component, Portland cement concrete pavement with a width of 6.1 meter carriageway and 200 thick.
Thank you, Engineer Olito. So 24 ang length sa project, pero 227 ang length sa canal, so 9 ang ikasay na. Thank you. And then for the next project, 26-0024. Thank you. And then for the next project, 26-0024, to be discussed by Engineer Jake.
Good morning, everyone. For the contract 26-H00024, contract name Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP access roads and or bridges from the national road leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of road Barangay Guadalupe, Station 0 plus 819 to Station 0948, Alegria, Cebu. Contract location is at Alegria, Cebu with an ABC amounting of 4,796,541 pesos and 83 centavos. Source of fund FY 2026 GAA. Contract duration 34 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Now for the brief description of this project, we have a concreting of local road with a width of 3.05 per lane or a total of 6.1 carriageway width lane and 280 mm thickness with an open canal both sides. The open canal is 68 meters both sides. That would be all. Thank you.
And next, for the next one, discussed by Engineer Enzo, but we have also Engineer Enzo, Engineer Janelle.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chair, and all MAC members. For the Congress ID 26/00/2025, which has the title of Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable for Projects, Developing Access Roads and or bridges from the national road leading to major strategic public buildings for facilities. Construction of road, Barangay Salamaya, Station 0+115 to Station 0+445, Alcantara, Cebu. The funding of this project is called FY 2026 GAA. This is located in Salamaya, Alcantara, Cebu. For the brief description of this project, this is a tolling PCCP, 3.05 meter width with 280 mm. The length of this project is 130 meters or 0.269 kilometers. There's also a line canal on the one side of the stretch of this project is has a elevation of 0.9 by 1.4 meters. The thickness of this line canal is 210 mm. The ABC of this project is 4,748,093 centavos. The project duration is 34 calendar days. That would be it.
Mayor Cerdeña, this is before we proceed ng discussion natin may I acknowledge Sir Alvin Hinilaso from asan na siya?
From to talk to me sa ating Alegria, sir.
Asan nga company?
Just click integrated solution. Just click.
Just click.
Just click.
Just click. So welcome to this private conference. Please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Let me continue now. For 26 April 0026. Next slide. To be discussed by still Engineer Janelle.
So good morning, once again, everyone. For the contract ID 26 is of 0026, which has a type of Convergence and Special Support Program, construction of public access roads, leading to declared tourism destination, tourism road infrastructure program for trip, Buguil, Barangay and Tikol Road, leading to Candugaw and Sorsogon-Barangay, Station 0+000 plus Station 0+132, Bajan, Cebu. This is funded by FY 2026 GAA. The location of this project is in Bajan, Cebu. The short description of this project, this is a whole lane PCCP with a width of 3.05 meters, 200 mm thick, with a length of 192 meters or 0.264 kilometers. There is also a portion of stone masonry for about 68 meters with a height of 2 meters. The ABC of this project is 4,272,723 centavos. The project duration is 32 calendar days. That will be all. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Janelle.
Also, may acknowledge our one of the back members,
Dear Yanko, sir, providing.
Good morning, thank you.
For the next project, 26 Leader Sam, can you discuss this project?
Good morning once again. For 26/8/2027, contract name organizational outcome 1 ensures safe and reliable road support, asset preservation program, construction or upgrading or rehabilitation of drainage along national roads, secondary roads, Santander-Banili Toledo Road, kilometer 188 plus 494 to kilometer 188 to 499. Project location is in Barangay Hinaban, Cebu. Contract amount is 4,086,595 pesos and 57 cents. Brief description: construction of double barrel or double cell reinforced concrete box culvert or cross drainage. Source of funds is FY 2026 GAA. Contract duration is 82 calendar days. So, major scope of work for this project includes removal of structures and obstruction, the structure excavation and embankment from roadway or structure excavation, gravel fields and installation of rebars and formed and concrete pouring for the double barrel reinforced concrete box culvert, then asphalt overlay for the damaged asphalt, and that will be all.
So kanang nga budget sa makuman na convert or
Muhammad. Okay.
okay. And next, for the to discuss the from FMR 25/00183B, may pala ng Engineer Shami.
Good morning, everyone, once again. For contract ID 25HO0188 rebid with contract name consisting of Barangay Kamumaod FMR, Barangay Kamumaod Dumanhong, Cebu. It has an appropriation of 30 million pesos with an ABC amount of 29,849,973 pesos and 32 cents. It has a brief description of construction of 0.23 meter thick PCCP with 6.1 meter road width and stone masonry, and with installation of solar street lights. It has projected to be done within 117 calendar days. This farmer market road project is located in Barangay Kamumaod within the municipality of Dumanhong, Cebu. That's all. Thank you.
Mr. Shami, what is the name of this project?
Then niya 1,501 meters.
That for stretch may install siya. So lights or
Oh, yes. Lagi siya mga solar lights.
may Engineer Shami. And for the contract ID 25H00189BB, may pala Engineer Jake.
So, good morning again. For the contract ID 25HO0189 rebid, contract name, concreting of Barangay Panlaan at Amar, Barangay Panlaan, Dumanhong, Cebu. Contract location is at Dumanhong, Cebu, with an ABC amounting 29,849,993 pesos and 50 centavos. Source of fund, FY 2025 DA. Contract duration is 116 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents is 25,000. Now for the brief description of this project, we have a concreting road with a 1.535 kilometer PCCP and a 6.1 carriageway width and 230 mm thickness. Now for the other scope of work of this project, it has a stone masonry and an installation of 910 mm diameter RCPC and also a removal of existing 610 mm diameter RCPC. That would be all. Thank you.
Engineer Jake. And last but not least, to discuss 25H00193 may pala Engineer dito.
Once again, good morning, everyone. For contract ID 25HO0183, contract name, completing of Barangay Manapay, Tukawa, FMR. Barangay Manapay, Dumanhong, Cebu. Tukawa, FMR. Barangay Manapay, Dumanhong, Cebu. For contract petition Bumanhok, Cebu, with an initial amount of 14,951,35,000 for the brief description, construction of FMR 3.05 lane with 0.23 meter thick with a length of 750 meters. Source of funds FY 2025 DA. Contract duration 78 calendar days. For the major components of the projects include surplus loans commission, downstairs loans commission, subgrade preparation for material, aggregate service course, thickness of 100 mm, and for the PCCP 0.23 meter thick and 6.1 meter width, and it has also a stone masonry works.
Thank you, Engineer Rolito. So all three projects are, the plans are already at the level. Mr. Chair, I think that will be all on my part.
So thank you, no, to the technical staff of our planning and design section. So again, no, based on the latest issuance on the department regarding DO 43, no, so these projects would be possible, no, subject for the bid supplemental due to the changes of the prices, no, due to the price escalation. Procurement method, competitive bidding, preliminary examination of bids. So under section 59 of RA 12009, the BAC shall check the submitted documents of each bidder against a checklist of required documents to ascertain if they are all present using non-discretionary pass or fail criteria. For the evaluation of bids under section 61 of RA 12009, post qualification under section 63 of RA 12009, and for the award criterion for these infra projects is LCRB. So for the instruction to bidders, no, first, prospective bidders should be registered with and classified by the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board with a pickup license applicable to the type and cost of this contract. Contractors, applicants who wish to participate in this bidding are encouraged to enroll in the DPWH Civil Works application at the DPWH Procurement Service, fifth floor, DPWH Building, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila, while those already enrolled shall keep their records current and updated. Contractors' eligibility to bid on the project will be determined using the DPWH contractor profile eligibility process and subjected for further post-qualification. Information on registration can be obtained from the PRS during working days from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the DPWH website, www.dpwh.gov.ph. Second, bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedure using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the IRR, otherwise known as the new Government Procurement Act. Bidding is restricted to a Filipino citizen, sole proprietorship, cooperatives, and partnerships, or organization with at least 60% interest of outstanding capital stock belonging to the citizens of the Philippines. Third, interested bidders may obtain further information from this office, Cebu 7th DEO, with an address at Cabo Street, Barangay Buguil-Barangay, Cebu, and inspect the bidding documents from 8 p.m. to 7 p.m. So, through Mondays to Thursdays. No? A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on March 17, 2026 to April 7, 2026 for contracts 25HO 188, 25HO 0189, and 25HO 0190. This is the FMR projects now. And March 17, 2026 to April 14 for the 2026 infra projects. So 26HO 0018 to 26HO 0027 from the given address and websites below, and upon payment of the applicable fee, for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the DPWH. So the bidding documents may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PhilGEPS and the website of this procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. So bid submission may be done manually or electronically. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to the manual submission, the guidelines on preparation, guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in BDS ITB clauses 17 to 19. Bids must be duly received by the Bids and Award Committee Secretariat at this office for manual submission or at electronic bids _ Cebu 7th at DPWH.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before April 7, 2026 for contract IDs 25HO188 to 25HO0189. Sorry, 189, 25HO0190, and April 14, 2026 for contract IDs 26HO0018 to 26HO0027. 10 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security any of the acceptable forms in the amount stated in the ITB clause number 16. Bid opening shall be April 7, 2026 for contract IDs 25HO0188 to 25HO0190 and April 14, 2026 for contracts ID 26HO018 to 26HO0027 10 a.m. immediately after the deadline of dropping of the bids at the second floor conference of this office. And or through the YouTube live streaming, bids will be open in the presence of the bidders who chose to attend the activity. The Department of Public Works and Highways, Cebu 7th District Engineering Office receives the right to reject any and all bids, declare a figure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 70 of RA 12009 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. For further information, please refer to our procurement head, Rosemary Tan, this office with an email address procurement.cebu7@gmail.com. Also, you may visit the following websites for the downloading of bidding documents: www.dpwh.gov.ph and www.philgroups.gov.ph. And for the online submission, electronic bids _Cebu7@dpwh.gov.ph. So these are the checklists now for the technical requirements. And to discuss the details of these requirements now, may I request our back member provisional and general police to discuss this.
So for the technical requirements, first, the bidder and its option shall submit a bid security in the form of an amount as stated in the BDS, which may include the following: cash or cashier's manager's check issued by the bank with a minimum amount of 2% of ABC, bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a bank, provided, however, that it shall be confirmed or authenticated by a local bank if issued by a foreign bank, 5% of ABC, and surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the insurance as unauthorized to issue such security, 5% of ABC. And lastly, bid securing declaration. Second, eligibility criteria under section 52.4.1 of the IRR of RA 12009, 52.4.2 for the procurement of infrastructure projects. Under this, the 52.4.2.1, the following persons or entities shall be allowed to participate in the bidding for infrastructure infrastructure projects. Yeah, first, it should be duly licensed Filipino citizen or sole proprietorship. B, partnerships duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 60% of the interest belongs to citizens of the Philippines. C, corporations duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 60% of the outstanding capital stock belongs to the citizens of the Philippines. And D, cooperatives duly organized under the laws of Philippines. So for 52.4.2 for the procurement of infrastructure projects. So under this, the 52.4.2.1, the following persons or entities shall be allowed to participate in the bidding for and E, persons or entities forming themselves into a joint venture or example a group of 2 or more persons or entities that intend to be jointly and severally responsible or liable for a particular contract, provided, however, that in accordance with the Executive Order Number 65, Series of 2018, Filipino ownership or interest of the joint venture concerned shall be at least 60%, provided, further, that joint ventures in which Filipino ownership or interest is less than 60% may be eligible for the structures to be built require the application of techniques or technologies which are not adequately possessed by a person or entity meeting the 60% Filipino ownership requirement. Provided furthermore that in the latter case, Filipino ownership or interest shall not be less than 25%. For this purpose, Filipino ownership or interest shall be based on the contributions of each of the members of the joint venture as specified in their GVA or joint venture agreement, provided, finally, that the primary purpose of each member of the joint venture must be similar or related to the requirement of the project to be bid out. For 52.4.2, foreign bidders may be eligible to participate in the procurement of infrastructure projects when provided for under any treaty or international or executive agreement as provided in Section 4 of the Act and this IRR. 52.4.2.3, in accordance with the RA number 4566 or the Contractors License Law as amended by RA number 11711 or an act further amending Republic Act number 4566, the persons or entities enumerated in Section 52 of this IRR may participate in the procurement of infrastructure projects if it has been issued by a license by the PICAB or to engage or act as a contractor. Under 52.4.2.4, the bidder must have completed an SLCC that is similar to the procurement project to be bid and whose value adjusted to current prices using PSA consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid, provided that any change to the 50% requirement may be allowed subject to the recommendation of the procuring entity, which shall be submitted to the GPPB for consideration, provided further that contractor under small a and small b categories without similar experience on the procurement project to be bid may be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable range of contract cost of their registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the PICAB. Under 52.4.2.4, for foreign funded procurement, the GOP and the foreign government or foreign or international financing institution may agree on other track record requirement. Moreover, a contract shall be considered similar to the procurement project if it has the same major categories of work. The procuring entity may clarify in the bidding documents what is regarded as major categories of work guided by the principle of proportionality and fit for purpose approach. So for 52.4.2.5, the SLCC shall be supported by an owner certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner and other than the contractor, or final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPES, or a similar performance and monitoring system. In the case of contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. For 52.4.2.6, the competition of a bidder's NFCC must be at least equal to the EBC to be bid, calculated as follows. NFCC is current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the procurement projects to be bid, provided that a different formula may be adopted subject to the recommendation of the procuring entity, which shall be submitted to the GPPB for consideration. The value of the domestic bidder's current assets and current liabilities shall be based on the latest AFS submitted to the BIR. For the purpose of computing the foreign bidder's NFCC, the value of the current assets and current liabilities shall be based on their AFS prepared in accordance with international financial reporting standards. Technical components for envelope for Class A documents. For legal documents, should have valid PhilJEPS registration certificate, a platinum membership, all pages, or registration certificate from SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives or its equivalent document, and mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zone or areas, and tax clearance per EO number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Also, it should have statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And statement of bidders, SLCC or single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Also, it has Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PICAB license, or special PICAB license in the case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And also original copy of bid security, if in the form of surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, an original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Also, project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, like project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid, with their complete qualification and experience data. list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by a proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. An original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and also sworn disclosure of relations and beneficial ownership. And if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officers to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, the prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing among others the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission, and the prospective bidder's computation of the net financial contracting capacity. If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with the RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into abide by the provisions of the JVA in the assistance in the instance that the bid is successful. For bids to be submitted electronically or online, the following procedures should be observed following Department Order number 87 series of 2020. First, submission of electronic official receipt of purchase of the bidding documents. Prior to the deadline of submission of bids, the prospective bidder shall send an email with the subject official receipt and insert its contract ID number to electronic bids _Cebu 7th at dpwh.gov.ph, and attach the said email is the copy of the official receipt or purchase of bidding documents in portable document file or PDF format with file name in the format, its pickup ID _contract ID and _official receipt .pdf. For example, the file name of the attached PDF containing the official receipt of the contractor with pickup ID number 12345 who intends to participate in the bidding of contract ID number 20-00123 shall be 12345 _20Z00123 _official receipt .pdf. Further, the email subject would be official receipt for 20Z00123. In case a prospective bidder originally intends to join the bidding as joint venture referred as original bidder, has been issued an official receipt of purchase of bidding documents and submitted the electronic official receipt, but eventually decided to join the bidding with new members or as individual contractor referred as regroup bidder or vice versa, the regroup bidder should purchase a new bidding document to be issued with the corresponding official receipt in their name and submit the electronic official receipt following the same procedures. Bidders shall submit one original and one copy of the first technical and second financial components of its bid. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Colin. So, to those interested bidders, no, the all documents or the other project information, no, all posted in our websites and also on the PhilJUP's website. So, for information na lang po for everyone, we send our invitation to our observers, no? So, the PICE, the COA, the Contractors Association, no, of Cebu, and also we send our invitation for this procurement activity to the Corruption and Crime Watch International, also the to our partners in the LGU, no, where these projects are located. So that would be all for this pre-bid conference. No? Is there any question?
Sa kuan ni na sa liga yung mga contractor kanang mga road constructing din yung private ko as a representative. Pwede lang mag-appeal ato ng bidding na kanyang kuan 26/H/0024.
Sir, for information, this is an open and competitive bidding. No? So any contractor can, as long as is qualified, no, contractors based on the guidelines. These are procurement, no, 1200. Kaya wala problema, sir.
Pwede kung papalit ko kanang bid.
Yes, sir. You can invite. So any other question?
None from YouTube, sir.
So again, there's no more question. So this pre-bid conference now adjourned. Thank you and good morning, everyone.